And now the real assignment. Okay. So what you're asked to do is to implement pa7.go such that it works like a half-baked web server, okay, that allows text HTML-based file download. So what you need to do is to receive and interpret these HTTP request messages, okay, and then just print the file size on the screen of the server, okay, not to send any responses back to the client yet. So more specifically, your pa7.go should do these. First, listens at the port number until there is an HTTP request. So reads the request from the socket and finds the path and the name of the file to be downloaded. Now, in case the file exists, so look for it in the file system. If it exists, print the file size on the server screen. Well, if the file doesn't exist, then print this, file not found, on the screen. All right. Close the connection and go back to, step 1. So this server here still needs to be a looping server. All right. Now, whether you like it to do concurrency or not, that is your choice. Okay. So all I'm asking you to do is to take one HTTP request at a time. Look for the path and the file name in the HTTP request. And then checking the file system whether the file exists or not. If it does, print file size. If not, simply print file not found. And then go back to wait for another request. Let me share with you 2 examples that's going to lead you taking 2 different approaches. The first one is actually the high-level app programming style, where we include high-level packages. So more APIs available that we could use, pick and choose. Second one then is the lower level one. Okay, so using minimum sets of APIs and try to implement the same thing. And the first example is called the HTTP request as a request. Okay, so second request here is in different font and having a slight shadow in the background. So that is Poly's notation of indicating that that word here is a special word being used in a program or a special keyword in the Golang language. So request here, capital R, is in fact a data structure that's defined in the net/HTTP package. We'll talk about it a bit more in the code walkthrough. Let's now start a file, the simple-request.go. Okay, simple-request.go. Let's copy and paste the whole block of code there, okay, and then begin to try it out. First is to replace your port number with the, of course, port number assigned to your team. And then let's go. Go run simple request.go. So the server is going to be running there on the same machine. Start a Chrome or Firefox or whatever browser you prefer. And then request to this URL, 127.0.0.1. Okay, and change the port number again. All right, so this is where the server is sitting. Okay, so you are asking the web browser to fetch a file from the server you just started. Alternatively, so Poly is going to use the curl, the Unix command line, to make it look a bit simple. All right, so I'm just going to curl, this object here. So curl 127.0.0.1 and then the port number. Okay. Quickly you will see, okay, curl responded that, hey, there's nothing coming back from the server. The server there you are copying, the simple request.go, is actually only showing, hey, what's inside the HTTP request message, and it's not sending anything back. Okay, so client will not be receiving anything. Okay, so client will just stop here. Okay. Now, if you're using a web browser, a regular web browser, you might see that it's displayed on the web browser saying some sort of error. For example, the server refuses to connect, or the server is not sending anything back. That's normal because the server, the simple request.go there, is definitely not working like an HTTP server, right? But What's more important is when you come back to the server's terminal, okay, you see, after the launching server ... method is what? Get, capital G-E-T. Yeah, that is the request messages command. And, oh, okay, so the host, the server host is indeed, yeah, on the local machine and the port number assigned for your server. Okay. And user agent here is curl 7.64.1, which is the curl command that I'm using here. Now let's give it a try. So Polly is already in the pa7 directory and have the simple request.go, all the examples ready in the directory. So let's go ahead and execute simple request.go. All right, so server launched. And over here, we'll just, curl to the local machine. And Polly's server is always 11999 here. And yeah, requesting the home directory of the server process that's running. All right, so let's see. There we go. Port number out of range. Okay, so this is one more 9 too many. Okay, so that's, yeah, reduce that to 11999. There we go. Okay, so curl says error message 52, empty reply from server. And over at the server side of the terminal, yeah, we see the server here prints the comment of the HTTP request received and prints the host header line in the HTTP request message received and the user agent header line content in the HTTP request received.